Hello everyone, it's me Jamie and welcome to another video. Before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is a stunning platform that lets you build a beautiful online presence using your own website or domain, but we'll get more onto that later in the video. But again, thank you so much Squarespace for sponsoring this video and making it happen. Okay, so today we are doing the monthly romance readathon that I always do with my friends Kevin, Caitlin and Chloe. You have heard their names so many times on my videos before. So yeah, we're doing our monthly 24-hour readathon. It's a bit awkward because they've actually already started. They started last night and I was like, guys, no offense, I'm not feeling it, so I'm just gonna start tomorrow. So they are a bit ahead of me, but that's okay. I think Caitlin at least is still kind of like, I might do a 36-hour readathon and like continue to when you finish, which will be so fun. But yeah, I'm starting it now. It is 10:30 on Saturday, and so I'm basically going to start my readathon at 11 and then go to 11 AM on Sunday. I'm going to be a bit different to my friends and I'm not going to try and read exclusively romance, just because there's so many books on my TBR that I want to get through that aren't necessarily romance, but I'm still going to try and sprinkle a few in there. The most books I've ever read in a readathon, in a 24-hour readathon, is 6. I want to see if I can match that. But I feel like I'm being really overly ambitious because a lot of the time we spend time on FaceTime together and we don't get that much reading done. But I'm just going to see if I can. I really doubt it, but that would just be stunning, excellent. I'm not going to stay up all night, but I'm going to try and stay up as late as possible. Let's start with my TBR. First of all, I'm in the middle of 2 books. I have started The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily X. R. Pan. I am only on page 50, but it took me about like 20 minutes to read those 50 pages, so I think this is going to be a very fast and easy read. This is going to be my main priority. I think this is what I'm going to be starting with for the readathon. But basically this is a YA contemporary about a girl whose mother has died by suicide, and then she comes to her in the form of a big like red bird and speaks to her and all that sort of stuff. It's a very beautifully written story so far. It's very lyrical. I can see that the writing style is very, very beautiful, and I feel like our main character is going to be learning a lot more about her heritage through this creature that has her mother's voice. I think this is gonna be really beautiful. It might make me cry. I will say that like the death happens basically first page, so I imagine that that's what this book is entirely going to be about, like her grief and coming to terms with it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, really excited to get through this one, and it's definitely going to be my first read that I try and finish. And then I'm also in the middle of a book on my Kindle. I'm in the middle of The Dead Queens Club by Hannah Capin. This is a YA contemporary and as well, and I am, I think, 40% of the way through this one. This is a Shakespearean retelling of Henry VIII, I think. Henry V. I honestly don't even know what the number is. I call myself a Shakespeare fan and then I don't even know which. Look, I don't pay attention to the historicals. I pay attention to the rom-coms and the tragedies. But yeah, anyway, Shakespearean retelling. We're following this girl whose like guy best friend is this guy Henry, and he's got all these different ex-girlfriends despite being like 17, and there's all this drama that has happened with these ex-girlfriends. Our main character is also a journalist, so I believe she like is writing this expose on his ex-girlfriends because 2 of them have died. Like, it's really random, really crazy. I'm not loving it. The first 40% has been really crap, to be honest, and a little bit like, I still love Hannah Capin's writing style and her sense of humour and her dialogue, but I feel like it's been all of that but not much substance, and it's been a little confusing with all the introductions of all these different characters who we don't really hear much about because they're too busy like talking to each other in like these witty quips rather than us like hearing about these characters and their lives and who they are. But it seems like our novel has taken a turn, and I feel like it's going to get a little bit more interesting from here. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I think this is a book that I'm going to pick up like when I'm just like in between books and I just need to like pick up something short and easy, because I've already read like half of it. I think I have like 150 pages left, so yeah, this is something that I'll definitely pick up a bit later on in the readathon. And then onto my physical TBR, I really want to read The Female of the Species by Mindy Mcginnis. I think this book will be another really fast read. It's another YA contemporary actually, and this was another book that was on my August TBR that Chloe picked out for me. Basically this follows a main character whose sister has died, and now I think our main character is going to try and like figure out who like the murderer is. I really don't know, but it seems really exciting. It seems also like a pretty short book as well. It's yeah, like 340 pages. Actually, that's pretty standard, but the font's pretty big, and I feel like it's a YA contemporary. I can get through this really fast. So yeah, this is definitely a priority as well. I want to get to this. And then also these next two books, I'm not sure if I'll get to them, but I would be really keen. One of them is Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. This is about two young black people in England, and I guess them finding love. I think it will be a discussion about race and being black in the UK, while also their relationship. Chloe read this for a romance readathon that we did last month, and she really liked it. So I think I would really enjoy this as well. I just bought it, so I'm really excited to get to it, and it's also really short. So yeah, I would be very keen to pick this one up at some stage in the next 24 hours. And then I also would be really keen, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but I would be really keen to pick up The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton. This is a historical romance by a New Zealand author. Basically, we follow our two main characters, Cecilia, who is like a Victorian lady, but she's also a thief, and then Ned Lightbourne, who is an assassin, and his next job is to like kill our female main character, who's the thief. Love that. There's a romance involved between the two. I believe this is going to be like very comedy of manners, like Oscar Wilde's In Points of Being Earnest vibe, because I think it's like a romance comedy, and yeah, it's set in Victorian England. I'm just so excited to read this, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to it, but I'm definitely hoping to. And then also on my Kindle, I really want to get to The Chase by Elle Kennedy. I have talked about this before in other romance readathons. It's always been on our TBRs, but we've never gotten to it. But basically, it is a new adult college romance, and it's the first book in the Briar U series by Elle Kennedy, and I believe this is going to be a buddy read with Chloe and Caitlin if we get to it. I really want to. This is going to be more of a priority than the others, except for the ones that are on my August TBR. So I do want to get to this eventually. We'll see. I'm really excited. And then I also have some novellas on here, some like romance novellas that I really want to get to. Specifically, I believe it's called Guarding Temptation by Talia Hibbert, which is Talia Hibbert's new novella. I don't know anything about it, but it might be nice to pick up a little romance novella during this like romance readathon, but especially because it will give me like a short little break from then like a full-length novel. But yeah, those are my plans for the readathon. I have like 20 minutes before it starts, so I think I'm going to jump on FaceTime and talk to the gang before I properly get started with my reading, and then maybe I'll make a coffee. And yeah, I'm so excited. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and stick with me on my journey throughout these 24 hours, and I'll talk to you when I get started. No offense, but how stunning is this physical TBR? I am literally so blessed. So I'm 20 minutes late to my readathon because my mum decided to make me some food. How dare she? But I'm gonna get started now, and I've got these losers. Cool, so I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm really excited. Let's get started. Okay, so I've made it to page 108 of The Astonishing Colour of After. I believe it's 12:30, so I've been reading for like, considering I was 20 minutes late, I've been reading for just over an hour. I'm still really liking the book. I am pretty tired though, so I'm kind of finding myself like drifting in and out and having to catch myself. But I don't think that's the book's fault. It's more my fault for not getting enough sleep last night, but that is fine. Yeah, the book's really good. We are starting to learn more about our main character's like past life and her past relationship with her mother. So we're kind of flipping between chapters of her growing up and dealing with her mother's depression to present day, where she's staying in Taiwan with her grandparents and learning more about her heritage. So I am really enjoying it, and I think I'm estimating, if it's 12:30 now, I'm estimating I'll probably finish this at like 4 if I'm being generous to myself and my reading abilities. But now me, Chloe and Kev are actually going to do a fortnight stream on Chloe's Twitch because Kevin's feeling a little bit sleepy and he needs to wake up. And then also it might just be a nice break, so we might do that for an hour now, and then I might make a coffee because I'm feeling sleepy too. It's messed up. I'm feeling sleepy as well. So huh? Yeah, just don't bully me, please. So yeah, I'm going to play Fortnite and then maybe make another coffee and try and finish this. Talk soon. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so I'm on page 240 of The Astonishing Colour of After, so I'm at about halfway. It's also 3:45, so I definitely was wrong in my prediction that I would finish this by 4 o'clock. I don't know why it's taking me so long to read when I thought it was gonna take me like not long at all. So yeah, now I think I'm probably gonna take like another 2 hours to finish it, but I'm not gonna like try and force myself to like finish it by that time. Like I'm just gonna read and see how long it takes. But yeah, I'm really objectively can see that like the writing style is really good and it's a really good book. I just feel really emotionally disconnected from it. I don't know, I'm just feeling really emotionally unavailable at the moment. It's really strange because I'm in a really big reading mood. Like I'm not feeling slumpy or anything and I'm enjoying reading it. I'm just in my head kind of going like, who cares? But I can objectively see that it's good. But I would feel wrong to like impose criticism on this book because it's not really a book for me. I'm white with both parents still alive. So yeah, and there's also like nothing wrong with it anyway. I think this is just a me thing. Like I'm just feeling emotionally distant and I can't explain it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break by going and making a snack, kind of vibing like having some microwave popcorn. I love that. Make a snack and then come back and just try to finish this book, and it's going to be a good time, and I'll update you as I go. But I think my plan after this is to then finish my book, The Dead Queen's Club, because hopefully by the time I finish those two, because I think I have 150 pages left for The Dead Queen's Club, by the time I finish those two, then hopefully everyone will be ready to start The Chase, which will be a really fun like late night romance read. So yeah, obviously we'll see how we go, but I'll talk to you soon once I have my snack. Can you please play Cindy with an S for my viewers?
I'll leave it at that.
Is that Cindy with an S?
It's the intro.
No, but they only know the bit that's like, she said, Cindy, don't cry, because it's in my videos, every single one of them.
Really?
Yes, it's my outro. You knew this.
I thought you got banned. I thought it got banned.
It did not get banned. When I tried to use the full song in a video, I got copyright claimed, but I still use it at the end of all my videos.
Okay. She said, Cindy, don't cry, and I don't wanna lie. Don't to hit her up without me here. Cindy, don't cry, and I'm not gonna lie. Nobody wants to be a wannabe Bobby.
Amazing live performance.
Live.
Yeah, live performance. Acoustic sessions. Thank you for that.
You're so welcome.
The viewers are gonna love it. And tell me, Zani Hall, Cindy with an S can be found on Spotify and Apple Music, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, and also do you have any other songs out on Spotify and Apple Music?
Soon.
But you also have another one called Space, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
So you've got 2 songs out on Spotify and Apple Music, and are you releasing an EP soon?
Maybe.
Wow! You heard it here first, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Exactly. Popcorn may be the most unattractive food to eat. Because you're just like...
It's a fun, crisp moment. I think it's fun. Yeah, I think it's fun.
Oh, but it's not like a sexy food to eat.
But you're like shoving your mouth. Like, do this piece as sexy as you can.
Okay.
That was actually really good.
Hello everyone. So it is, oh my god, why is this ear so red and then this one's not? Can my body relax? I think it's because I was lying on that one. Anyway, that's... So it's 6 o'clock on the dot and I finished Astonishing Colour of After. I cannot believe that my prediction to finish it at 6 was correct. Well done me. Hello. Second time's a charm. So yeah, I finished this. I didn't cry, which is saddening and disappointing because you know I love crying. So I didn't cry despite it being like a story about grief and everything. But I thought it was very beautifully written in the end, and there were a few like big plot twists that I 100% saw coming. Like I could see that from a mile off, but I don't think that's necessarily bad. I still think it's a really well crafted story and the writing was just beautiful. So I actually ended up giving this 4 stars because objectively I can see that it's absolutely stunning. It's just my own fault that I feel emotionally closed off. I don't even know why I feel emotionally closed off. Maybe it's lockdown and not seeing people and stuff. Like I'm kind of in a mindset now where I'm just like, nothing matters. Whatever happens, happens. And so I'm not really like getting emotionally touched by things at the moment. God, I wish I could feel something. I think the last time I cried was when I watched Love Island. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, so love that I finished the first book in my readathon. Now I think I'm gonna have some dinner and just chill. And then I said I was going to finish the Dead Queens Club, but we'll see how I feel after some food. Because I love the idea of starting something brand new, because I'd already started The Astonishing Colour of After before I started reading it today. Maybe I'll like, yeah, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I'm gonna have some dinner, and then maybe by the time I come back, I'll have a cup of tea and I'll be ready to read another book with you guys. Hello guys, I just wanted to briefly talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. Everyone say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Yes, exactly, thank you. Squarespace is an absolutely stunning platform that helps you build your own website and domain with so many easy and free to use templates. They have so many on the website, and Squarespace also comes with so many amazing features that makes it easier for you to build your own website and to run your own online space very effortlessly. There are some incredible tools that Squarespace provides to help you run your website. For example, if you're a content creator and you're using your website to market yourself and your art, Squarespace gives creators an easy way to create a members only area, which means that you can connect with your audience and generate revenue through a gated members only content. This makes it so much easier to create a more intimate community and to connect easier with your audience. Another excellent feature of Squarespace is the social sharing tool, which gives you a configurable sharing button which lets visitors to your site share your content easily on multiple social media platforms, which obviously provides more reach and more audience for your work. There's also the stunning analytics tool, which means you can see how visitors are interacting with your content, which includes page views, traffic sources, and so much more. These 3 features plus so many more are featured on Squarespace. It's the best platform for building your own website and domain, and I just really love it. If you saw my last Squarespace video, you will know that I am actually in the process of building my own website to market myself, so keep an eye out for that. I am having so much fun planning how my website is going to look and what it's going to feature and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you guys take advantage of this opportunity, because I'm genuinely having the best time and I wouldn't use any other platform to do this. Make sure you check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch your website, use my code, which is squarespace.com/jamieslibrary for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. The link will be down below, so genuinely, like, make sure you take advantage of this opportunity, because I think it's just excellent. I'm having so much fun trying it out, and hopefully I can share the website with you guys soon so you guys can take a look, maybe get some inspiration, all that sort of stuff. So again, thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. It honestly means so much, and yeah, everyone just make sure you check it out because it really helps out my channel and my life, and I also just genuinely recommend it. So again, thank you so much, and now back to the vlogging portion of this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I've just had some dinner. It was delicious. Thank you, Mum, for making dinner. But I'm kind of vibing starting open water. I feel like, while this wasn't very high priority, I just very much feel like starting something that's a little bit more adult, because I just read like a 500-page YA, and this one's really short, so I'm kind of vibing this right now. I'm gonna jump on FaceTime and see what the girlies say, but this is just so short. I feel like I can just read this so quickly, and then I can get started on the Dead Queens Club, and then I can read The Chase. I don't think this will take me long at all. And I'm really feeling like something adult right now, because like apart from this, like my entire TBR is like YA. And anyway, I think I've already made my decision, and I don't think there's any point contemplating. I think I'm gonna get started on this. Vlogging queens. They both muted themselves.
What? I'm talking spoilers.
You guys are like back to back, like talking to your cameras on my laptop. Go off, girl bosses. Okay, hi. Ignored the disgusting lighting, but hi. I just finished Open Water, and oh, excuse me. Sorry, my computer just turned on, but kind of liking the neon lighting. Wow. Anyway, this book had me by the absolute throat. It had its hands around my neck, at my jugular, and I liked it. Wow. I was, yes, exactly. Okay, so this book definitely isn't as romance heavy as I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would mostly be about these two characters and the connection they find, both being black, living in London, and the romance that ensues from there. But it's definitely not just about that. In the 144 pages I just read, it encompassed so much, and it wasn't just about this relationship. Like, this was a big part, but it was also about trauma and the lack of freedom that our main character felt being a black man living in London, and just the way that this author like wrote everything. It was so beautiful. It was also told in like second person narrative, which is a writing style that I think is very brave. Like, you don't see it often, but it was just done so well. Like, it's something that I really love as well. I really love being transported into this world and experience that I never ever will experience in my life. I mean, obviously, like, it's not really like I can relate to this book in terms of like its overarching plot and storyline, but there are so many themes here that I think a lot of people can relate to. I also think this book has so much heart because it's so obvious that our author Caleb Zuma Nelson has put so much of himself into this book. Like, there are so many times where he references different music artists and novelists and movies. For example, like, he talks a lot about Kendrick Lamar and A Tribe Called Quest, and then like Zadie Smith, and he talks about a lot of movies like Moonlight and If Beale Street Could Talk. And I think it's just really clear that this author has connected so much to like other black artists, and having him reference them so many times in his book just feels so real, and just so like he's poured so much of himself into this book. And I just feel like that makes it not necessarily accessible, but just like it just feels very full in its 144 pages, and I just loved it so much. I will now be reading literally every single thing this author writes because this is his debut novel, and I'm just obsessed with it, obsessed with it, obsessed with it. Wow. So the plan is now, me and the girlies are ready to start our buddy read of The Chase by Elle Kennedy. We are finally doing it. It's going to be a very different vibe to what I just read, but I think that's fine. Right now it is like 10 o'clock, so I'm going to go and quickly make a coffee in the kitchen and then come back and get started reading with the girlies. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about reading this new adult college sports romance right after I finished reading like something so beautifully written, so stunning, but we'll see how we go. Also eating some chocolate hearts that my aunt got me for my birthday. Made in Greece. Stunning. Yep. Physically, I am here. Mentally, I am here. Alright, let's do this. Hello. Okay, so it's 11:20 and I'm already on 21% of The Chase, and so far I'm actually really enjoying the vibes. So 21%, that's 81 pages out of 366, so obviously I'm not like a whole lot of the way through yet, but already I'm really liking the vibes. Basically it's about our two characters, Summer and Fitzy. Summer is like a spoiled brat. Like, she's super rich. She got kicked out of her old university, which was Brown, like an Ivy League school, and so she's been sent to Briar, which is the university where like the off-campus series is set, and now obviously this new series. And her brother Dean managed to get her into a house with like 3 other hockey players, so they're all roommates. Summer had a crush on Fitzy, and then she overheard him saying like gross things about her in New Year's, whereas Fitzy doesn't know that she knows this, and he was just saying it to like his friend because he was trying to like convince himself he doesn't like her and all the reasons he shouldn't like her and all that sort of stuff. Already I really love their dynamic. It's really cute because Summer's like party girl, like very loud, very fun, like, you know, very fashionable, loves her like shoes and her designer clothes, whereas Fitzy's like this huge nerd who's a little bit more reserved, and he like designs video games and like reads fantasy novels. And honestly, I really love that dynamic. Honestly, can't wait to be in a relationship like that because I am also the life of the party, so like stunning. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good so far. Like, I don't think this is going to be a 5-star read. I mean, already we have had a character say ableist slur, which we don't love, and I don't think I can really look past that. It is a character that's, like, I guess supposed to be unlikable, but he's still part of the friend group, so I imagine he might even have, like, a romance book where he's the main character, and it's like, I don't really want to read about someone who uses that sort of a language. How disgusting. And I just don't think Elle Kennedy realizes how harmful this language is.
Hey, I'm playing now. Oh, sorry.
Ah, how dare they. So anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really hoping that it gets so good that I can kind of move on from that gross taste in my mouth. But it's not really my place to move on from it. I don't know. I feel very connected to, like, that sort of stuff. Like, it really rubs me the wrong way because I have someone in my, like, immediate family who is disabled, and so it's just like, ooh, like, I can't really look past that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. It is going by pretty fast because it has been like maybe an hour since I started, and I've read 20%, so basically just 5 more hours of that. Well, 4 more hours actually, which will make it like 3 AM. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna get back to reading. Talk soon. Okay, so I'm 33% through The Chase, and there are just some parts that are just getting kind of annoying. Like, for example, Miss Summer, whom I love. I think she's a girl boss. I love her vibe. She starts trying to have like a feminist conversation, and she's like, I believe in girl power. I believe in building other women up instead of body shaming each other. And I'm like, okay, we've heard this before. Like, agree, but the whole like girl power sort of feminism is very like, it's not very nuanced, is it? It's very like, you know, we see it on a t-shirt at Forever 21, like it's that sort of vibe. And then she proceeds to say, I'm not a radical feminist or anything. For example, I don't think all men should burn in hell. I think men can offer good things to the world. And I'm just kind of like, I don't even know if that's what radical feminism is. Like, there's not like girl power feminism and then like all men die feminism. Like, it's really a bit more nuanced than that. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Elle Kennedy should stay away from like that sort of stuff, because it's quite obvious that like I'm trying not to sound pretentious or mean. I don't know, I just feel like she's a little bit ignorant. Like, it's just classic white feminism, isn't it? It's just classic like girl power, girls run the world, girl boss. And it's like, I don't know. Like, you can say that you just believe in equality because at the end of the day that's what feminism is, but you also have to acknowledge that women do not have the same privilege that men do. White women have a lot of privilege, but not as much as a white man. But I just don't think Elle Kennedy is the sort of person that's going to go into that, and that's fine. I just don't think it needed to be mentioned at all. Like, Summer could have literally just said like, yeah, I'm a feminist, and moved on, instead of going like, girl power feminist, except I'm not one of those other feminists that hate all men. It just sounds, it's just a little bit like pick me vibes, but then also like, I don't even know how to explain it. It is like 1:30 AM, so like, forgive me, but that aspect is just kind of annoying. And like, I literally just want to get to the flirting and the romance. Like, I'm not here to read like the feminist manifesto. I'm here to read the romance. So Elle Kennedy, like, don't even try it. That's all. Like, it's literally the smallest thing. It's literally just 3 lines that I just read. But I just wanted to mention it while it was in my head, because I'm like, what in the world is this? Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm not even tired. It's 1:30. I think I can finish this. I'm only 30% of the way through though, but let's keep going. Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Okay, so it is like 9 o'clock or something. I did just wake up. I ended up falling asleep at like 2 AM, I think, and I got to just over 50% of The Chase. So basically now I'm just gonna see how much I can read, try and finish it, and then yeah, all my thoughts about it really remain the same. Like, I'm only on 50%, but I'm gonna keep reading this morning. I've got my coffee, and I'll let you know how I go when I finish it. I reckon I can definitely finish it, like, this morning. It won't take me long, I don't think. It's a it's a fast read. So yeah, let's zoom through this romance and then we can wrap up the 24-hour readathon. Okay, hello everyone. It is now 11 o'clock, which means my readathon is officially over, and yeah, I don't think I'll be doing any reading for a little while. Like, I think I'm just going to spend today just relaxing because my brain feels a little fried. Even though I read Al Kennedy, which is not exactly like Shakespeare, but she seems to think her book is. We'll get more into that in a second. So I made it up to 67% of the chase. I'm still enjoying it and I really like our main character Summer, but I did spend the past hour kind of like talking to Caitlin on and off about the book, and we kind of share the same feelings. Obviously the feminism thing is like really, it's just a little ridiculous. Like, I didn't pick up this book to read really poor, lukewarm takes of feminism. I picked up to read a fun, engaging, like kind of nothing romance. So it's kind of like, we don't need this. Also, there's this arc with Summer. Basically, Summer has ADHD. She has like other learning difficulties. And this is obviously something that she feels very insecure about because people in her life have been like calling her stupid and all that sort of stuff. And like, that's a fair insecurity to have. Like, it's obvious that she's going to be overcoming this, and you know, that's a fine character arc. But I feel like while I believe Al Kennedy's message is like, it's okay to have a learning difficulty and it doesn't make you any less intelligent than anyone else. Like, I know that that's the message she's going with, but the way she's writing it, it's honestly like kind of ableist sometimes. Like, there was this one part where Summer is like, oh, when I was in high school and I was talking to my special ed teacher, oh, special ed, that is so humiliating. It's like, okay, why are we shitting on having a special education teacher? Like, that seems quite ableist to me. Like, it's really not embarrassing to need a special education teacher. It was, yeah, just a bit bizarre to me, and it just came across as quite ableist. So I understand Al Kennedy's intention, but I just feel like the execution is a little bit wrong, a little bit gross. Also, I feel like she's trying to do a slow burn vibe, but it's just not really working out. Like, the book's not strong enough for it to be a slow burn. But yeah, I'm still enjoying the book. I'm still addicted to the book. Will I still finish the series? Yes. But there's just so much with it that's kind of like fun to make fun of, basically. Like, there's a lot in it that deserves to be made fun of, and that's fine. I'm also not loving Fitzy. Like, while I like their dynamic and I like the idea of it, I'm not actually loving him. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And I will probably finish it tonight because it's just so easy and fast to read. But I'm done with it for the time being. So yeah, that's my 24-hour readathon. To conclude, I read 67% of the chase. I read all of The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily X. R. Pan, and I read Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. So obviously, like I said in the beginning, I didn't read 6 books like I did in the best 24-hour readathon I've ever done. But I still read like 3 books. This is also like 500 pages. I still feel proud of myself. Like, I completed a book that's on my TBR, which is great. So now I only have 2 more books on my August TBR that I need to complete. And honestly, by the time this video is uploaded, I probably would have completed another one by then as well, which is amazing. I found a new fave book. Like, this was absolutely stunning. And I started The Chase, which I've been waiting to read for ages. So I feel pretty successful. This was so fun. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will also link Kevin, Caitlin and Chloe's videos down below, so make sure you go and check those ones out if you haven't already. And yeah, just another reminder that all my socials are linked down below, and another big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I'm super grateful, and make sure you check out their website and my link below as well. Cool. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you very soon in another one. Bye!
But she said, Cindy, don't cry, and I don't wanna